Have you ever wondered how some animals can hide from view even when they're out there in plain sight? Hi, I'm Scott Hinkstrom. I'm a professor at the University of Nebraska, and I'm a wildlife ecologist. I get to study wild animals and where they live, and part of the real fascinating aspect about wildlife is their camouflage. The fact that we can't see them, well, they have certain colors or color patterns that make it almost impossible to see them, even though they may be hiding there in plain sight. So it's an adaptation that wildlife have in living in the outdoors. Your prey species, they avoid predators by avoiding detection. Some examples would be mallard hens. They're sitting on their nests, they're light brown in color, they have a pattern to them, it's very difficult to see them. Another example might be a ring-necked pheasant hen. Standing off in the grasses, very, very difficult to detect. On the other end, for predators, some of our predators also use camouflage. And so, for example, a bobcat. They have this mottled pattern, spots, and a light brown color, and that helps them to avoid detection by their prey. And bobcats are stalkers. They will ambush their prey, and so they have to sit motionlessly and unobserved to be able to be effective in capturing their prey. I have a little scientific experiment that we'll do to kind of illustrate the idea of camouflage. So what we have here for our scientific experiment is a prey item. And in this case, our prey are these little Angry Birds candies. And you notice that some of the candies are colored green. As a matter of fact, we have 5 green Angry Birds. And these green Angry Birds are camouflage. Because what we're going to do is set them down into this green grass, and you'll see how camouflage works. We have some other Angry Birds here that are yellow and red and blue, and those are probably going to stand out a little bit more in this green grass. And you'll see how they're not so well camouflaged. Now what I'm going to do is take these Angry Birds and spread them out in our sample area. So we're just going to spread them out randomly in the sample area like that. And we're going to have our test person, Julia, come in and find the Angry Birds. So let's see what Julia found here after 30 seconds of searching. We have 1 green, I see 5 red, 3 yellow, and 4 blues. So we're going to write this down. We're recording data. There's 5 red, 3 yellow, 4 blue, and only 1 green. Now if we were to repeat this experiment over and over using many different observers, I think you may find the same pattern. And you know, I think what we'd find is there'd be relatively few of the green or camouflage Angry Birds that would be found by the observers. Whereas there'd probably be most of the yellow and most of the reds that are not camouflage at all would be found. And that's where we carry this on into the real world. Camouflage is an adaptation that wildlife and various other animals use to try to survive. And you know, one of the really cool things about doing scientific experiments is that sometimes you get to eat the experiments.